morning, everybody. We are having a bullish open. Well, we having a little pullback on the Qs right now, which I don't like that. Coming back down to yesterday's close. But bullish open today because PPI came in much lighter than expected. We had PPI report come in today at negative 0.1 when forecast was 0.3 and the prior was 0.7%. So that's a big drop in inflation on the producer's end. We're going to look to see what core inflation comes out looking like tomorrow. I expect that to be a little bit under the forecast as well. So we got 0.3. Let's see if we get 0.2. Let's see if we get 3% inflation on year-over-year core inflation. Let's see if we get like a percentage point lower on each of these. That would create another bullish push going into the weekend. But today's push is going to have a ceiling. We're going to see what that ceiling is. I don't believe this little pullback right here we're seeing at open. I think this is just people taking profit from that overnight gap up. But the buyers are going to come back in. I say we retest 585 today. If you are a triple Q trader, that's the level you can look for. Look for support at 581. And we have beautiful push from my baby Coinbase today. Look at Coin go. Look at it go. Look at it go. And MicroStrategy bouncing back. I jumped in both of these 2 days ago. I'm looking for that jump in Bitcoin. I expected Bitcoin to bounce off of 110, which is doing lovely. Let's put Bitcoin on a 4-hour chart. Let's zoom out a little bit. Yeah, Bitcoin bounced off this 110, 111 area beautifully, and we're pushing up to hit this 115,000 up here. That's my next target. I got an alert set for when we cross 115,000 flat. Looks like we're speeding towards that now. But once we get back above 115, that's a very bullish sign for Bitcoin. That's a good support range we want to hold in. And we want to break out of consolidation. We get above 119,000. We're out of Bitcoin consolidation. All right. So make sure you're checking out for that for Bitcoin. And my Ethereum traders, they're all going to lag with Bitcoin. So it's Bitcoin pushing today. You can expect a push in some of the other altcoins that are out there. Nvidia is another one that's bouncing back today. I like Nvidia overnight. They got a sympathy bounce with Oracle. Oracle have really decent earnings, but very strong forward guidance based on what they expect their software growth to be. And that is pushing companies like Nvidia up. I thought it would push Microsoft up today, but it did overnight, and then Microsoft tanked right at open. I'm thinking that people, again, that were sitting in Microsoft for days now below or at this low 500 area, once we got that pop to 506, people started taking profit. And I don't blame them. You sit in the trade for a week, 2 weeks, and you make no money. As soon as you get to neutral or even a much less loss than what you're at, people take profit on those moves. It's just not a bad thing to do. I got an alert for this company going off. I gotta double check them in a second. But I want to get through this morning review. I'm gonna bring my Discord community. I'm gonna bring the culture shockers in, see what they have going on, how I can help them out this morning. Let's look at Oracle. Yeah, Oracle went crazy. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. What is this? Shift. Oh, yeah, that's right. So we got from down here, we had a 36% gain right now. If you had an option contract, you might be up 2,000, 3,000% on that kind of move. Woo, that'll change your account, boy. Right there, that kind of move will change your whole portfolio around. You end up taking $3,000 or $2,000 and turning it into $40,000, $30,000. And that right there, you got to step back and now you got to readjust your whole portfolio. You definitely don't leave all your money in this trade this morning. I would be taking profit. If you made money on that big gap up, I'll be taking profit this morning right here at 3:30 and redistributing my money and probably keeping a runner or two inside Oracle to see if it keeps on pushing. But don't be greedy. Pigs get slaughtered in the market. MicroStrategy gave us the 339. Let's keep that. I want that alert to go off every time. Every time I want to hear it. Holla. I want to hear it scream every time I hit that alert. Let me hit that price. Now we're looking for 343. The real target I'm stretching for on MicroStrategy, because it's been so depressed and oversold, I'm thinking we could get back to 352.30 today. That's really stretching it. I'm most likely going to take profit on most of my contracts by 343. We could get there, but we're going to see. I think we're going to have a big push today based on how Coinbase and Bitcoin is moving right now. Bitcoin is the catalyst for both of them. So if this keeps moving, those will keep pushing as well. All right, let's get the live stream started. I know these guys ready to get in here. We can see what they're talking about on the news next. Hey, when it does that, why does it do that? Makes no sense. I don't know why it does that.
Yo, good morning, Mike.
Good morning. Good morning. How you feeling, man?
I'm looking at Coinbase, man. Coinbase is doing really good, man. That thing left me to the ground, man.
That thing took off. I'm still in it. We up 140% now. I'm seeing how this 15-minute candle close. I want to see how this 15-minute candlestick close. I'm probably going to take profit here on them and MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy is pushing for me right now, too. So I'm watching them both close. I'm going to watch them on the 15. As long as we hold bullish momentum on the 15, I'm going to stay in.
What up?
Come on, and come on. And PPI came in good. So that's caused that overnight push up.
Way lower than expectations, bro.
Yeah, so, but now they're going to keep a ceiling on today's push because we got inflation tomorrow. But if inflation comes in good tomorrow as well, then the market's going to go crazy. The market's going to go crazy all through the weekend.
If inflation coming good tomorrow, along with PPI, do they need a rate cut?
That's what the Fed going to say. They don't really, that's what Powell been saying. They don't really need a rate cut. But Trump just wants a rate cut. Because he feels like it's going to boost the economy even further. Makes it cheaper for them to borrow money.
I raised the stock market.
Yeah, it's a statistic. It's not really needed, especially if the market and inflation is coming down and you cut rates, then inflation start coming back up. People are going to be pissed. But right now, it seems like everybody's figured it out, making it work with the level we at now. I could see them doing a 25 basis point cut instead of 50. That's what I expect now.
What's a 25 basis point?
So when they cut the interest rate by 0.25% instead of 0.5. So basis point is pretty much, let's say 25 basis points. 100 basis points equals 1 full percent. Let's put it like that.
Okay.
Well, when you think of these interest rate, bro, think of the interest rate on homes. So right now the interest rate on homes is what, Mike?
Interest rate on homes, yeah.
1.5. So now after they cut the rate, it's gonna go down to 4.25.
Right.
Oh, that's not not a lot.
But when you look at a mortgage, when you're looking at your mortgage, that's a good amount of savings per month. You could save like $200 a month on your mortgage payments, you know, with that cut right there. So that'll make more people want to go out and buy houses. So the housing market might start heating up. Because right now the housing market is like a zombie land, they said. People are not really out here buying. There's way more sellers than buyers out here right now in the housing market.
Not in Miami. Miami don't ever follow housing market trends.
No, do what they want.
In 2008, when the whole housing market was crashing, Miami stood still.
Let me see right now. They got the rate around 5.9% right now. Yeah, 5.9 to 6.4%.
That's what the bank gives you after.
Yeah, that's if you got 6.1% on your mortgage right now, that's with excellent credit.
Yeah.
That's how that's gonna go.
Yo, only Apple just fuck people, bro.
Yeah, Apple isn't looking good after that event yesterday. They didn't impress. But I said it before the event. I said, I don't think they're going to put out anything really impressive. I was hoping that the phone design may be something that is impressive. I like the phone design. All they got to do is incorporate the AI into it, and that's it. They're back to phone dominance. That's the only thing people are looking for, the AI and Siri. Once they come out and say Siri is now AI compatible and you can talk to Siri like you talk to ChatGPT and they can execute things on your phone, schedule things for you, send text. Once that happens, that's it. Apple's going to the moon.
Right, but they know damn well if they do that, that's a $10,000 AI agent in everybody's hand.
Mm-hmm. So they gotta find a way to make that money back. They gotta subscribe. They're gonna make some.
Right, they gotta scale it back.
They're gonna do some kind of subscription.
Pretty on point, and if you add AI to it, that is an AI agent that Microsoft sells for $20,000.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so.
That's why I think they're gonna make some kind of like subscription thing where you gotta pay monthly if you want the higher end Siri. If you want access to the AI Siri, you're gonna have to pay an extra, probably like $10 a month on your bill or something like that.
Ain't too crazy.
I can see them doing that. That will help them cover the cost of having that agent in your hand. Cause now they got everybody stuck on that monthly subscription. So now even when your phone paid off, you're still gonna be paying Apple.
Microsoft look like they want to join the party.
Microsoft back up to 500. Yeah, I'm looking at it. It was looking real good this morning at 506. That tank off this morning. People were just probably happy as hell to get out, boy. They was like, oh my God, sell. No, honestly, I like Nvidia more this morning than Microsoft. I went with Nvidia this morning. I like Nvidia to retest 182. Nvidia getting back over 173 was major. I can see us retesting 182 by the end of this week. I don't know about today. Today it couldn't happen, but I don't think they're gonna let that happen today with an inflation report coming out tomorrow. So, like I said, I think they're gonna cap us off until that comes through. Let me put my TikTok stream up.
Yo, Mike.
Yo.
Man, I averaged down Apple, man, so when it comes up, so I could get my money out, man.
You averaged down on Apple? Oh, man.
Yeah, it was only, it was only $14 a contract.
I'm about to get on Nvidia now. I got it yesterday. Can't pass your price target right before close.
Right before close, bro. Sneaky bastards, dog.
I seen all of it happen. I said, kid, I bought this contract at $358 yesterday, bro.
How much is worth now?
Nah, you know, it was 3 months out, so it's up about 37%, but it was a big one, so.
Yeah, but it's up 30%, dog. 3 months out.
Right.
The levels don't lie, man. Men lie, women lie. These price levels don't lie. I can't place the.
Hey, brother, I ain't gambling no more with Rome, dog.
Don't gamble with Rome no more. I told you, man. I told Rome stop gambling. Look, he gambling more this morning. Talking about I bought more Apple. Why? When we got so much bullish momentum all over the market. Why you want to go there?
I ain't gonna lie. You think I should sell these Apple contracts? Just get out of them?
Yeah, Apple contracts. Nah, if you guys don't dollar cost average into it though. I wouldn't add into it.
Just don't sell it. Leave it till it's expiring.
Don't leave it till expiring. Guys, let's see what it's looking like by Friday. Let's see if Apple picks itself back up by Friday for you. Cause your contract, how much you down already on your contract?
Today's return -31. Total return $147
Nah, not the dollars, the percentage. Anytime I ask you guys about the thing, I don't care about the dollars. I'm really thinking about percentage.
50% and 79%.
You down 79%?
Total return 79% down.
Yeah, 79%. I would say. How much can you pull out of there? Is it at least $50 or less than that?
I don't even know how I would do it. Sell.
Yeah, how much money you said you could get up out of there right now if you were to sell? How much each contract? How many contracts you got?
3.
How much they worth each contract?
Yeah, $13.
there's no point.
Yeah, you don't even got $50 in there, so you might as well let that thing recovery bounce. But don't add into it right now. You gotta wait till you see some kind of recovery coming before you want to add. If I saw Apple bounce back above 235, I would tell you get another contract because it's probably gonna push back up to retest 240. But right now, that thing is just it's flailing, it's dying. Let's let it do what it's doing.
I gotta do more price levels. I gotta upgrade my trading view so I can do all the price levels on the thing. I think.
Yeah, because that's trying to give us like 20 indicate.
But I went and stole a little phone real quick from somebody so I can have a Discord on 24/7, be on the chat.
Okay.
And if y'all boys hop on.
You gotta be on, man. You gotta be on. You gotta have your alerts set, and you gotta react to the alerts when you get the confirmation. I already told you what the confirmation looks like, so it's just now reacting and making it happen when it comes through. I can't make the trade.
That confirmation thing again. I think that's one of the questions I'm gonna write down for when we meet up.
Yeah, write that down, and I'll go over that with you again when we meet up. I'll teach you exactly how to identify confirmation before entering. And look, here's the thing though, with confirmation, it's still no 100% guarantee. It's just it's just a much better chance of that move working out for you. Robinhood took off, man. I know Tim is sick. Where my guy Tim at, man? Robinhood went crazy.
He's the only one.
Yeah, balls in here, ball. Robinhood 122. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. They getting added to the Nasdaq. I think
the S&P, but the fact that they put out all these new technologies, I think that's what it is. Like they're offering all these new things for people on their platform that other trading platforms are not offering yet. And I think that's what's going to keep them ahead of the game.
Robinhood is the reason why I'm super optimistic on any good stock. Robinhood CEO has an idea for all Americans to have an investment portfolio. And they asked him how early. He looked at the camera and said, at birth.
At birth, right. And Trump is pushing that same thing with that thing that he passed. Remember he passed that law saying that, every cow's going to have a portfolio when they're born. We're going to give them an X amount of stocks at birth. Robinhood's going to tie right into that.
What they got to do so people can really feel good about it, because I'm a parent too, bro. They got to make it some type of tax levi, bro, because I could buy stocks for my kids and stuff, but bro, the tax that stands over it if I sell it or this or that is crazy for a kid that's under 18 years old. So they got to change the laws for kids as far as that. Yeah,
they got to. They're gonna adjust that because what they want more money into the economy, and they want money. If you get kids investing, that's money you could lock in the economy into the 18. So they're gonna look to do that. And parents always want to, and parents becoming more investment savvy, you're going to want to open investment accounts for their kids. They're going to have their kids have some Bitcoin. They want their kids to have some Nvidia, Google, Apple. That is going to be the next wave of investors coming in, the babies as they're being born. Look at MicroStrategy coming back to life, man. MicroStrategy, come on, give me 340. You get back over 343. You put an alert at 340 on them. Oh, they're pretty much right there. Put an alert right. Yeah, they hit 340 and rejected this. That's what they rejected off of. Okay.
So I'm looking for on Coinbase. 340 today.
You jumped in this morning?
Yes, sir. I need 340.
Yeah, I've been in since yesterday. Boy, it's a beautiful morning. I'm looking the whole. I wish I held both my contracts, but you can't be greedy. I took profit. Had a good 50% on the first contract, but this contract is now up 140%.
I got 330, so I might average that down right here. Because I was up this morning. These shits, I'm talking about soon I bought it, they took off. I was like, oh shit, these shits already $500, kid.
Nah, bro, do not play with Coinbase if you got a weekly contract that expires this week. We get back up to 330, you better take that profit. Because if that thing rejects, somehow, I don't know why how the delta works on those contracts, but boy, it comes down so fast. And it has a hard time going back up.
Oh.
I'm telling you, it's like, yo.
Trust me, I know. Because I was just in them shit. I was in them shit. I'm talking about within 3 minutes, kid.
Gone.
Then she lost $100.
Gone.
Oh shit.
Like,
Bitcoin putting a 2 up on the weekly.
yeah.
Trump just tweeted just out. Too late. Much lower the rate. Big right now. Power is a total disaster. Who doesn't have a clue?
Let me see.
I mean, stop picking on a nigga right before rate cuts, bro.
Leave Powell alone, bro. Like, just stop coming out with these comments at the comment.
Shit, I'm still waiting on my Microsoft to bounce, boy. It look like it's about to do it now.
The Qs, we in the 2 up on the weekly on the Qs. If we could put a 2 up on Microsoft this week, that's going to be the ultimate sign. We got to get above 512 to put a 2 up on Microsoft this week. If we get above 512 this week, that's the sign market is back. The pullback is done. And I think it's going to wait until inflation tomorrow for that to do that. But that's the signal I'm waiting for, really. Microsoft above 510, 512. 512 is the 2 up on the weekly, but 510 is the first signal. Like, oh shit, we might do it.
Oracle still going up, boy.
I'm taking them off my screen. I'm not even looking at them no more.
Dog, that is ridiculous.
My baby, the IWM doing today. Ooh, IWM pushing a little bit back today. Nice recovery bounce. Might be able to catch them. But I didn't put them. Did I put them on the chart this week? I don't think I put them on the price levels this week. I'm only doing what I got on my price level chart is. If you ain't on the price levels chart, I ain't touching. You got the plague. Yeah, I got IWM 237. I could take IWM right here. It's right by call entry too. Let me see something. Do I want to do it? Take my IWM call. They pass call entry to IWM. This may be a move. If you was going to think about getting more Apple, I would do this before getting more Apple. Yeah. I would get the IWM call. You see it on the price chart. We looking for 238.47, well 239.47, and then 241.30 would be the second target on IWM.
Oh, you getting into those now?
Yeah, I'm about to jump into that. Yeah, that's the entry. I'm trying to see what contract I want to get right now. Let's pull the contract set. Let's look at let's see which one we want to grab. I like the September 19th expiration. And I said we're looking for them to go to 241. Let's see, the 242 call, the 241 call for September 19th. Is around 180 right now, 170.
Nah, it's 190.
Oh, 193.
The 241 calls, right?
Yeah, I might grab like 2 of those. Yeah, let's do IWM. I'm jumping in there. IWM. Grab the 240 call for the 19th. Give us some time because we may get a nice push in the market, especially after core inflation tomorrow. These contracts will jump up very nice.
Oh, you got the 240 calls, one of them?
I'm gonna get 2 of them. 241. You don't have to get the same exact contract. Whatever contract works with the money that you're working with. Their main thing is watching the price levels.
Yeah.
Giving enough time on the contract and watching the price levels. As long as you got the right amount of time on it, as far as how many weeks out, The price after that is like what you can afford. But the time is what matters the most. The time and the price level. You cannot be doing those 1 week contracts or 1 day contracts. It doesn't give you enough time. Yeah, IWM, I like them. We're going to make that play work. All right, so that order is in. What other alerts we had go off this morning? What's MicroStrategy doing? 339, still struggling. What coin doing up here? Oh, coin rejecting. Coin said, that's all you get out of me. What Bitcoin doing? Well, Bitcoin's still holding. I think people just taking profit on Coinbase. If Bitcoin's pulling back, then I would say, yeah, pull back coming. But not yet. And Coinbase, because of how volatile they move, them and MicroStrategy, that's why I like watching for signals on them on the 30-minute or the hourly. Because you'll put a 2 down in on the 15 real quick on Coinbase. But then it'll bounce right back up the next 15-minute candlestick. But if you put a 2 down on the 30, then yeah, that thing is done. Or you might, that's definitely a bearish signal, at least.
Mm-hmm. I ain't worrying about Coinbase. Coinbase gonna pay me today. It's my turn today, bro.
You want to see them hold, now that we pushed above 322, we want to see them hold 322.
Really, I'm worried about Microsoft, boy.
That's a support level. Microsoft is looking good. Microsoft, you looking okay right here. If we get back above 502.
Before that rejection market opened, I was up over 100%.
Mm-hmm. Because it's at 506. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 506. I need that back.
Alright, MicroStrategy coin.
Boy, I need that back.
You need Coinbase to do its little bounce here on this 15.
Facts.
Put an engulfing candlestick in, and I want to test 330. That's where I want to see Coinbase test 330. 329.80 is the level that I'm going to get out at, but let's see if it pushes up there. What they talking about on the news right now?
That's the contract I got, the 330, boy.
Okay.
I need 340 today. I want that shit to skip numbers, man.
Let's see. All these articles coming out, why Apple could gain more than 20%, blah, blah, blah. Everybody pumping up Apple. I seen Apple paid people to do that. I could tell. They pay people to put out positive articles and positive posts about them. They're good at that.
Yeah, I can see it.
They're Nebius.
Because all yesterday, all I was seeing the iPhone reviews all day on Instagram.
Yeah, they pay people. They pay people to do that.
It's like soon y'all got an event. That's when I see everything about Apple on social media. Like, come on, man. Any other day, I don't see nothing about Apple.
Yeah, for real. Apple fucked us good. You guys still in Apple?
Yeah, I'm still holding.
Yeah, me too.
See how that shit bounced by Friday?
So Oracle, the reason why they jumped, they have $455 billion in total remaining performance obligations or contracted revenue that it expects to collect. So they still have $455 billion on contracts they still haven't even fulfilled or even collected revenue on yet. That's up more than 4 times. That's up more than 4x from this same time for that company last year. So if that don't show people the power of how AI is helping companies expand, then I don't know. And that's why companies like Nvidia and stuff are jumping today, because people are like, oh man, this thing is actually bigger than we thought. We thought the spending and all that was getting out of hand, and people were spending too much with the data centers and all that. But now they're seeing like, oh, this shit has much more room for growth. Like there's so much growth that we're not even able to keep up with the growth right now. So it's definitely not oversold or a bubble yet in any kind of way. That's why I tell people about AI. It's different from the internet, man. People try to keep saying the bubble thing is a whole. This bubble could blow up much larger, and it's gonna take much longer before it pops.
Yeah. A lot of people don't understand how AI works.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't know, and now you getting the experience of how that shit works, you see that shit successful, you like, damn, that shit helping my business.
Yep.
A lot of people gonna be, you know what I'm saying, gonna sign up. Like, yeah, let me get them robots.
Yep.
Yeah, let me get that technology.
Let me see who's calling.
Let me get that.
You got a cold call. You trying to sell your house in Homestead? No, I'm not trying to sell. I'm trying to buy, man. Trying to buy. You got something to sell me?
I get them calls every day, boy.
They always want to buy your house, huh? I know they do. They can't. They like what? And you don't even have this shit up for sale. That's what you know. That they just out here, bro. Like I don't even have my house up for sale. Who told you to call me and ask me if I want to sell my house? How'd you get my number?
This shit. They call me, man. They be calling me about my homeboy crib for sale. I'm like, what? I don't even live with the nigga.
Like, why are you trying to get me this? I know why, because they trying to accumulate that property down here. You know, Florida is one of the states that has the most most purchased properties that is sitting empty right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You got a lot of niggas who's vacant homes, niggas that's out of the state.
Bought the property, that's not here.
A lot of motherfuckers stay out of the country.
Yeah, URA pushing. I made an announcement by URA this morning. I slacked. We supposed to buy that at open. They have 42.78 now. Shit.
That was quick.
Yeah, I want to get them at 42.20, but 42.70 is not too far off. I'll hold them in the long term. I'm an owner of URA because I bought them beginning of the year. That's one of the companies in my annual review that I said is going to have strong performance this year because of where I see the American energy going and that whole industry going. I want to get an option contract on them as well. Let me see. What can we do here?
Man, Coinbase, come on, push up, baby. Push up. We need Coinbase pushing up, man. I need Coinbase to have 450 by October.
450, you said?
Yeah, I'm talking shit though. Now it's 450 by October. That'd be lit.
Bitcoin pushed over all the EMAs on the weekly.
On the weekly?
Yes, sir.
You might have to take off.
What time frame you got your weekly email? Let me see. Yeah, I see it. It's heading for that shortest one on mine. The shortest one I got on mine is up at 115, 379. Let me see the dailies. Where is it at on the dailies? On the dailies, it's still. Let me see. Did we get a golden cross back to the upside or no? What the hell is that? Oh, it's up here. I'm like, I'm blind. I gotta change that color. I could not see that shit.
We're colorblind.
Too much yellow shit on here. Let me change this to no, let me change it to purple. Am I blind? What the fuck? Did I not just change this to purple on the daily? Yes, I did. Change the color. Whatever. That shit's annoying. But yeah, 114,600 is the 50-day EMA moving average on Bitcoin. That's why I knew that 115 is a crucial level. We get back above 115, we should get a very nice push on Bitcoin.
Being on Coinbase.
Coinbase too. Coinbase will push Bitcoin. I'm trying to figure why the hell this line ain't changed colors though.
Stop being a pussy, man.
Let's see.
Work on the 4 hours.
How many contracts you bought?
I got 2.
Okay.
That's a $7 wick, boy. I need all that back.
Why is it not changing the colors? Whatever. This shit's annoying. Anyways, I think we are good for the day. We're just gonna keep watching. We got our price levels triggering. Let me see what alerts just went off recently.
We have Miss Avgo.
We got Coin, Octo, Avgo. What do you mean?
We missed the card entry.
Oh my God! This morning, why didn't I? That shit. Oh, it only touched it once. Then it probably just shot right up through it because I did not get more than one alert on it.
Right through it, kid. You see that candle? Right through that motherfucker.
Why didn't that alert come on?
I hate that shit, bro.
Oh, 9:32. 9:33. That alert went off. That was it. 9:33. That alert went off. And that was it. That was it. Never touch it again throughout the whole day. Woo! That was a play.
That was it, kid.
Hey, listen, the levels don't lie, man.
I seen that shit, and I said, look at this shit, kid.
The levels don't lie. Avgo broke that level, 353.11. Hit both targets, 356, 360. It's at 369 now. Goodness.
Bruh.
That would have been a nice play. Them contracts are pretty expensive, too.
What?
Yeah, you could have bought 500 on that contract. You probably would have made 2,000 off this move right here. Off a move like this, yeah. Damn, Avgo.
That's why I put them bastards on the list, kid. I knew they was gonna do some shit. That shit get niggas no fucking chance, kid.
I don't think I need a bigger computer screen or 2 computer screens.
Oh, you gotta have a dual screen up, man. You gotta get 2 screens if you're gonna be watching the prices and setting your alerts and looking at articles.
Hey, on TraderView, it could set the alert on my phone when the price alert go off.
Yeah, I'll send it to your phone. Let's see. Flying cars are coming to Uber. Joby stocks rises on air taxi plans. See, Joby was another. I said nuclear energy and aviation is going to take off this year. Joby just put a 2 up on the weekly. They're at $14. Let's do a weekly level on them. They're actually, I think they're right near a weekly level right now. They are. This would be an entry right where they are now. Right at 1409. Huh?
Some flying cars out right now. It's the price. You know what I'm saying? That's so expensive.
I would get some long out calls on Joby here. I would look at something that expires in January, February next year. That's probably going to be my plan right now. Before they start moving too crazy, I'm going to send another alert here. Because if they push above 1470, I really got to get in. Because they've been up at $18 before. I want to catch them before they make that push.
What was the ticker?
JOBY. That Octo company we were looking at yesterday. Apple's starting to catch some support. Yeah, it's down. I like that. It came right down to the put level I got for it, but it's holding support at that put level. So that means that thing could bounce off of there. It could take another bounce. Who did that before? CoreWeave. Remember when CoreWeave was on its rise?
Yeah.
And it would take those pauses before it take off again. I think this is one of those pauses for this company. They got Dan Ives on their board, man. Dan Ives is... He's well known in Wall Street.
It was another company that took off with them too. Octo. I think it was like EPS some shit. Let me see if I still see it on my, because I had looked at them the other night. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Let's see if Nvidia is about to push above.
EPSM.
EPSM?
Yeah, they got over what I think was $60. Them niggas was trading at what?
Yeah, $70 right now. Sheesh.
Yeah.
They had a little pullback overnight, and they holding support at around $70. Yeah, they may bounce. What's they bounce to 140 again? That's crazy. Can you trade options on them? You can't, right? I didn't think so. They might be too new. I wouldn't trade that either. That would be a pure casino play.
That's crazy.
But sometimes the casino pay, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't know how people be catching these shits. Where the fuck they find these shits at?
It's about staying on top of news, man. That's all it's really about, watching news. Especially news connected to industries or companies that you know are strong companies.
Yeah.
Like how you was catching the stuff that's tied to Nvidia or Microsoft. Any news related to those companies, if you're good at keeping up with articles, you could find stuff like that. But you also don't want to be scatterbrained. You don't want to be all over the market. There's so much stuff going on in the stock market. There's so many places you could be. There's so many opportunities for companies that are exploding. But the goal is not to try to catch everything. The goal is to try to master a flow. You want to get a flow, a rhythm going with a specific set of companies or sectors. And if more things come into that flow, then you just incorporate it. But you don't want to just go out there searching for a whole bunch of different stuff. And you end up all over the place with your investments, you know.
Yeah, I already know.
But
that's how. That's part of my ADHD though. You feel me? That keep the brain busy.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Entertainment.
yeah. Stock market be having your eyes tell you, sit down, sit still, don't move. That's what the market be saying. Don't move. We got enough going on here with Microsoft, Nvidia, Google, Apple.
But that just me to organize, you know what I'm saying, my portfolio so I could watch them.
Right. Organize it into the watch list, all into one watch list, or make your separate watch list based on like of importance to you. You know, the things that are not as important that you know, or risk level. Like, you know, things that are really high risk you put in one watch list. That's medium. Things that are safe you keep in them in a different watch list. However you want to organize the best work. Everybody can organize stuff differently based on what works best for their brain, you know. But definitely got to organize. You can't have it all together. It's going to confuse you. You got to have it separated. BBAI died, boy. R.I.P. Taking them off the watch list. I'm clean. Now we talking about I clean up. Let me clean up my watch list right now. But before I do that, let me get off the live. Appreciate everybody that came through the live session today. We made some good money this morning with the push on the Qs, Nvidia, and we had some guys gap up from Coinbase and MicroStrategy. We're looking for that to continue. Microsoft got a hold above 502.50. Took a nice little dip this morning, but like it's coming back up now. We jumped in the IWM call, looking for 239.50 on those. If you're in the live stream, you might caught that. And that is really it, you know. Appreciate y'all coming through. I'll see y'all tomorrow here on TikTok and YouTube. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. You want to be part of full trading sessions, join the Discord. Links are in my bio. And if you need any help figuring out how to subscribe or how to join the community, just message me directly. You could DM me on TikTok directly. There's actually a subscription link on TikTok as well that you could click and subscribe you right to the community. Making it easy as possible. And when you come in here, you get those price levels. You get these full charting sessions and live trading sessions along with the classes. So you get more than enough to pay to fulfill the value of that monthly subscription. All right. I'll see you all tomorrow.